Once again, I am Robin Roll. I will be your caster tonight between this match as well as the winners match for Group B. So hang around, we will be casting for a good couple of hours yet. Hopefully this game will go to a 3-match series, just to get the maximum Dota that everybody deserves. But it's going to be a Venomancer ban coming up from Double Dimension. Again, just with the slows, the amount of dots you can throw out, the amount of damage, it's really strong at the minute. So, Double Dimension, I think Vega Squadron banned it last time. Double Dimension don't want to give it away this time.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
So, Double Dimension looking to take the series 2-0. Vega looking to respond. Do they have what it takes to come back and take the game and then take the series 2-1?
10 seconds
Necrophos
remaining.
being taken out by Vega Squadron. Again, really strong hero at the moment. Ghost Shroud being able to negate all physical damage as well as boosting his heals.
Radiant team pick.
And DD pick up the Spirit Breaker. First pick, it was the Nature's Prophet into the Spirit Breaker last match. So they're looking for the Spirit Breaker first, leaving the Nature's Prophet.
10
If Vega Squadron want to be picking it up.
5
But with the Nature's Prophet being left and the Spirit Breaker already being picked up, Double Dimension maybe saying, well, you know what, if you want to take the Nature's Prophet, we're going to play the Spirit Breaker against you and counter you anyway.
Radiant team pick.
And Vega opt to go for it anyway. Okay, feeling brave, feeling like they know what they're doing. They can outmaneuver Spirit Breaker. They're not scared of no fear. And just with the map pressure that a Nature's Prophet offers, the way it's being used at the minute, it's no surprise that teams are going to be picking up even with the counter already in the draft.
Dire team pick.
Tusk.
And they pick up the Tusk. Good fighty hero, the Snowball, for protection actually from the Spirit Breaker as well as the Ice Shards if he tries to get himself away.
10 seconds remaining.
You've got the Walrus Punch that's going to offer a lot of damage. And even a Shard that can slow, or his Sigil even, that can slow the attack speed and the move speed, but Lich this time going to make it through the draft. Double Dimension do pick that one up, to the moans and groans of everyone in the game, everybody watching, and everybody that plays Dota. They know how annoying this hero can be at the moment. Just how strong he is. To the point where he is usually a first pick or ban. But Vega Squadron opts into ban out the Timbersaw. Phantom Lancer being taken up by Double Dimension once again. Don't like Vega Squadron. Even the idea of Vega Squadron being able to pick up this Phantom Lancer.
Ten seconds remaining.
So, Vega Squadron.
5
They've got a ban left before the second pick and phase. What are they going to look to ban out? They've already taken out the Timbersaw, picked up the Nature's Prophet, which was 2 of the 3 strongest heroes. The Clinks is still there, but they ban out the Earthshaker instead. Just making sure the Nature's Prophet isn't counted up with that Echo Slam, with the trains being around. They could even look for the Broodmother if they want to take things a step further.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds
Double Dimension though, they've got a ban left themselves. I wonder if there's anything left that they're particularly scared of after that first match, or something they just don't want Vega Squadron to have.
Radiant team
LeBron
pick.
taking out the Terrorblade. So doesn't want to add to the split push potential of Vega Squadron, or the push potential anyway, with the Terrorblade and his illusions. Just being able to take out down towers, the Metamorphosis as well, so much damage in the early game that
10 seconds
Double Dimension say, you know what, it's not even worth it, we're just going to take him out.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Disruptor.
And it's going to be the Disruptor. The Glimpse, if it can take effect before the Spirit Breaker can get the bash off with the charge, it's going to be extremely powerful, sending him all the way back across the map. The wall placements do need to be on point for Vega Squadron. They need to be able to see this Spirit Breaker coming though.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
And Double Dimension respond with the Enchantress. Okay, so this is a hero that you don't really see a lot of, or I don't really see a lot of anyway. Really strong, being able to throw out those ultimates, the extra damage with the range.
10 seconds remaining.
So Vega Squadron do need to be careful once that comes up, and even in the early game, just being able to control a couple of creeps. With stuns, with slows, being able to walk into the lane with the Lich there as well, with the Frost Blast. So Double Dimension once again looking pretty scary. 3 heroes in. Vega Squadron looking for that control. And Vega, they've got the 4th pick. The 2 supports, the offlaner if that's where they want to run the Nature's Prophet as well. So looking for potentially a mid laner as well as a carry. Maybe something that goes with the Disruptor. I mean, the Luna's not too bad if you can catch, once again, if you can catch 2 or 3 heroes out with the Bouncing Glaives. And it's actually going to be the Gyrocopter. Okay, so if you can get 2 or 3 in that Static Storm, you can use the cooldown when it's off cooldown, over the top, the Kinetic Field and the Static Storm. Going to be a great combo. And the Gyrocopter, even with the
10 seconds
flat
remaining.
cannon as well, going to be offering him a lot of damage. So this is something
5
different. The
seconds
Vega
remaining.
Squadron taking a bit of risk of running. But maybe it's going to take something risky to break through Double Dimension and take this, at least this game, to take it to 1-1 and look for the 3rd game in the series.
Radiant team back.
So, Double Dimension, they pick up the Morphling. Okay. Again, good nuke potential. Being able to waveform through. He's got the morph, so he is going to be able to add a little bit of survivability where he needs it, and then the damage where he doesn't.
10 seconds remaining.
The Replicate, though,
5 seconds remaining.
could be useful. Yeah, purely just for getting himself about the map, maybe looking to help the Spirit Breaker gank, then Nature's Prophet. A lot of right-click damage, a lot of push potential as well. But again, not the biggest attack range. Gyrocopter and Morphling both suffer from a pretty tiny attack range for ranged heroes. So does need to be careful about potential ganks and getting himself into bad positions. So final bans, Vega Squadron got 20 seconds of reserve time. Need to be picking up these quite quickly, and it's going to be the Legion Commander that they actually ban out. Picking it up last time, they don't want Double Dimension, taking that away. And the Broodmother. Double Dimension, they see the Earthshaker ban. They see the Nature's Prophet already picked up, and they don't want more adds to deal with. So Double Dimension, taking out the Broodmother.
10 seconds remaining.
And it's a pick left for each team.
remaining.
potential mid laners for both teams as well, so Double Dimension going to be throwing those out first. So 30 seconds, reserve time really ticking down on the side of Double Dimension. Vega Squadron going to be having 16 seconds reserve time to really think about this if they need to, but Double Dimension need to be picking pretty soon. The pressure is starting to mount now. Just for these picks, they need to find the ideal, this fifth perfect piece for the lineup, and it's going to be the Sand King. So is this going to be... It's a great hero to pick up. The Caustic Finale going to be able to deal with those Treants.
10 seconds remaining.
Burrow Strike as well. Being able to close heroes down.
Remaining.
With the blink, get the epicenter off. It's a lot of damage over time.
You may now select your
and it's going to be Puck for Vega Squadron, so we're going to have to see who's going to be playing this mid lane. It looks like it's going to be 21 on the Morph lane. Is that going to be an off-lane Sand King? No Fear back on the Spirit Breaker, LeBron on the Lich, and Flo picking up the Enchantress. Meanwhile, on the side of Vega, we've got the G's on the Puck, Gyrocopter waiting to be picked up, Silent on the Disruptor, Slayer on the Tusk, and Afterlife on the Nature's Prophet. I don't know, hopefully the team names are set this time.
10 seconds
hopefully, anyway.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So, the teams are picked. The players have picked the heroes. And it looks like we're going to get on the way pretty shortly. We might just have a pause. And the game crashed. Okay. We're finished loading, we are in. It looks like LeBron just has a bit of an issue. So a quick run through, it's going to be Afterlife on the Nature's Prophet. We've got Silent on the Disruptor. G is going to be playing up the Puck. Slayer on the Tusk. And it's going to be Bezda, as he looks like he wants to be called, on the Gyrocopter. Meanwhile, on the side of the Dire, LeBron going to be on the Lich. We've got Rajix on the Sand King. Flo on the Enchantress. 21 on the Morphin, and No Fear back on the Spirit Breaker. So Spirit Breaker really doing work last match, and it looks like they want to keep that form going. We do just have a pause as we wait for both teams to be ready. It looks like DD just needed the pause. And nobody. So Spirit Breaker not going for the instant TP at all this time. Lich does have it though. He has the TP as well as the Observers and the Sentries, so he could look to block some camps, which would make it really hard for the Gyrocopter to be farming up, especially with LeBron being able to deny his creeps as well, just with the sacrifice. No items on the Sand King, Morphlin, or the Enchantress. So both teams, I think, going to look for the early TP. As Gyrocopter, Tusk does have his items, no TPs there. Prophet, nothing. Boats up yet. And Disruptor does have the observers and the sentries, whether he wants to go for the TP, which he can't do. No gold left after buying up all those wards. Yeah, Bezda, so Aloha Dance, changing his name up. So DD did take the first game pretty, I wouldn't say easily, but they did start to get a bit of momentum. The Clinks as well as the Spirit Breaker, the Nature's Prophet being able to put global pressure on the map, just move around and really take control. Oh, it looks like we do have a go. Vega, LeBron, they both like want to go. TP, the smoke is going to come out and instantly the Lich TPs to the safe lane. With these wards, are they going to go for another invasion to the rune of Vega? LeBron making his move. Gets the ward down. That's a pretty deep ward. That's going to be really good for spotting the offlaner coming through. And now the smoke down. The rune going to be seen up by this one. And then the mid lane going to be spotted up by both wards on opposite sides. So this mid lane, both teams going to be able to see it, whether they play the position 5 to babysit the mid lane or the safe lane. And that looks like it is going to be a safe lane Sand King as well.
30 seconds to battle.
Actually looking forward to seeing this, getting early points up, potentially looking for the Caustic Finale to really disrupt the Nature's Prophet's treants. Quick blink. Here's the charge. Afterlife. Gonna be in a bit of trouble. Nothing skilled up by the Sand King just yet, but the charge comes in. More treants come out. There's gonna be the charge stun.
I'll take your tribute.
Amila, they get the first blood. Vega going for the invasion in the Dire Jungle double dimension, being taken out this time. The first blood kind of teetotaled up, but Vega picked this up. So no fear, LeBron hanging around the mid lane, 21. Just TPs himself back in. And there's going to be the sentry ward drop there as well. They can't see any wards. So is this going to be coming out on the other side? GG. LeBron is going to be hanging around. It looks like he's going to be trying to get the sacrifices off. Really put G in a bit of a bad position. 21 with the morph as well. He's going to be taking a lot of harass damage. This is going to be coming to the orb with the tree being eaten up. 21 gets himself back. Burley with 80 health. And the morph not used. Just going to be keeping himself low. It looks like using the tangos to keep himself healthy. Does need to be careful of this orb. One more could be enough to take him down on G. Secures that kill again with the ice shards there. Just to disrupt the Morphlin's pathing. G picks up a kill. And before 2 minutes, Morphlin's already died twice. Meanwhile, bottom lane. It looks like Silent as well as Aloha Dance going to be able to do a bit of farming. He's already got himself the Rocket Barrage. Top lane, it looks like they're going to be leaving the Sand King solo. For now, anyway. As Slayer has moved himself over. He's taken a point in the Burrow Strike though. So that's going to be big to get himself out of these ice shards if they do come in. I'm assuming his next level should be Caustic Finale just to help deal with these treants that are harassing him down. The Sandstorm does come out Slayer. The Burrow Strike is going to be there though. The Sentry Ward dropped. Meanwhile, bottom lane. Flo being chased back.
Gold for me.
Right click's going to be the Gyrocopter. Just playing it forward, and it looks like the Lich now going to be rotating through. His ward was dewarded. The sentry is there. Meanwhile, mid lane, there's going to be the TP in. Is there going to be a Sprout? The waveform is there though. The Sprout not used as 21 just gets himself back and salves himself up. LeBron. Is he looking for the Courier? The Treants though coming up to the high ground. Could potentially spot this out. Courier spotted. LeBron. Sitting up on the high ground. Only takes 2 attacks. It's going to fly, and there's not going to be a flying courier up just yet, so LeBron secures the courier kill as Slayer moves in to try and get some sort of revenge. LeBron, no TPs. Just jukes himself around the... Slayer looking for it. The scan is going to be there as well, so Slayer is going to see this. Walks himself right up to LeBron. Has the ice path as well as the snowball. LeBron just juking himself as far and wide as he can, trying to get himself away from Slayer. Meanwhile, down on the bottom lane, the Sprout going to be coming in. Bottom lane, Gyrocopter getting pretty low, but the snowball is going to come out. It looks like LeBron is going to be taken down. Not before he throws himself out. A Frost Blast, trying to get himself into the creep to deny. But Vega picks up the kill. G, mid lane. No courier, no bottle. So sitting on pretty low health as Lich just TPs himself back into the mid lane. Again. With the sacrifice, it should be enough just to keep G off balance level-wise. And no fear with the taunt. No mana left for the charge, but he could try and go onto silent for this. There's going to be the Thunder Strike over the top, though. This could be dangerous. No fear. Is he going to be able to get himself away? One more right click. And the Gyrocopter, as well as silent, split the kill. The tower secures it. Mid lane, are they going to make a move? There's the Ice Shards coming out. The TP comes out. No fear. Going to be throwing himself over the charge. There's going to be the dodge from G, but it was aimed at Slayer. And G moving himself about. There's going to be the Obi. Jones himself away. And meanwhile, top lane. Sand King did pick up the point in the Caustic Finale, but 3 points into the Sandstorm.
Preserves me.
Looks like he just wants to be farming the jungle as well. With the Sandstorm, trying to find as much farm as possible, as quickly as possible. Sitting on the 18 last hits, no fear, Slayer find themselves in the jungle. Courier needs to be careful. Why isn't that courier upgraded? Afterlife takes it down just as it gets upgraded. And there's the Sigil to try and slow No Fear down. Sand King rotating through Slayer. Could be in a lot of trouble here. The Lich rotating up as well. Is it going to be enough, or does Slayer hang around trying to... Snowball. Down into the creeps, and Slayer trying to deny himself with the Ice Shards, but the charge comes through. Slayer, one right click. Is it going to be enough? No fear. Even with the Sigil there, finds the kill. And even with the Ice Shards over the top, just couldn't block out long enough to keep No Fear out. Meanwhile, once again, mid lane, 21, taking a lot of harass. Does have the highest farm, but did give up 2 kills. And net worth goes the way of the Gyrocopter. Meanwhile, the charge comes in. Afterlife, is he going to be able to get himself away? Sand King is pretty low. The snowball comes through. They could find a kill on this. The Sandstorm is going to be there, though. No Sentry Ward. The Sprout keeping No Fear locked down. And Sand King just doing what he can. There is an epicenter available if he wants to try and channel this, but it looks like No Fear is going to be going down as the Sand King tries to get himself away. The charge, though. Unfortunately, or unfortunately, for the side of the Radiant, both the Spirit Breaker as well as the Sand King get themselves out. So Vega getting unlucky not being able to secure those kills. He's spotted out by the deep ward, but it doesn't look like the Nature's Prophet wants to make a move for this. Meanwhile, mid lane, G, Orbs just jumps himself away again. Lich hanging around with the sacrifices. Level 4, level 6 to a level 5 Morphlin. Meanwhile, bottom lane, right clicks there. Flow is only level 5. If they want to try and make a go on this, there's the charge. And the Rocket Barrage being mostly picked up, but there's going to be a cooldown as well as the Kinetic Field. Flow TPs himself out. Is it going to be enough? Just gets himself away. Back to the tier 1 tower. Meanwhile, top lane, Morphlin. Well, there's deaths everywhere. Just trying to throw me off.
Don't run off.
Dire's middle tower is
But
under
the Morphlin now,
attack.
21 coming up behind G. G on full health, throws out his orb.
Dire's structures
So not going to be able to jaunt himself away if 21 makes a move. There's going to be the waveform over the top. Vega holding the phase shift as of yet, just trying to get himself back healthy with the bottle.
Warriors
And there's going to be the waveform once again. There is an orb in 4 seconds if they want to go on this, but Afterlife TPs himself in with the Sprout. Waveform already been used. The Strength Morph, is it going to be enough? With the Fairy Fire, could get himself out of this. LeBron comes in, TPs himself in, Ice Shards. 21 dodges those out, as meanwhile the bottom lane, it looks like the Gyrocopter was taken down by Flow, as well as No Fear, hanging around just to look for those kills. As the supports of Vega rotated out, and it's 5-3. Barely any net worth going the way of Vega as of yet.
A prize.
And also, tell him the shrines are up at 100%. Thank you for that, friend.
Illusion.
TP comes back in. Cooldown's going to be that the snowball comes through as well. Is it going to reach far enough just on the edge with the Ice Shards, as well as the Rocket Barrage and Flow? One more right click. Gyrocopter secures the kill. LeBron, deep ward into the Radiant jungle. The courier coming through as well, going to be spotting out LeBron. Nothing he can do about that though. With a flying courier, there's going to be the waveform. And 21 with the ice armor off, just take a bit of harass off G. But G, going to be building now into the Veil. It's going to be so much damage. You're going to be able to throw that on top of the Dream Call as well. Right clicks the impetus. Going to be doing a lot of damage now. Meanwhile, on the shrine, sorry, the charge comes through. There's going to be the Ice Shards keeping No Fear blocked off from the rest of his friends as the sigil, just to defend Silent. And it looks like Flow could go down even with the Nature's Attendants. It's going to be taken down. Gyrocopter charges in. The Sand King TPing in for this as well. The cooldown is going to be there. Is there going to be enough? There's no mana there for the Burrow Striker. No Fear. The Burrow Striker does come through now with the charges for the Sprout. Sand King in a lot of trouble. Not going to be able to get himself away. And it's going to be 2 kills going the way of the Gyrocopter. No Fear. The ping's going to be the 3 kills. With the Enchantress, the Spirit Breaker, as well as the Sand King not being able to stand up to the gank of Vega.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
So Silent, the TPs are going to be there. The charge comes out. It's going to be bashing in time, but not in time to get the Disruptor. So Gyrocopter trying to run himself away. The Nature's Prophet just back at base. Enchantress.
Wait up.
Is he going to TP in, try and help defend? It's going to be a poke TP. The Rocket Barrage comes out. No Fear getting pretty low. Are they going to be able to take him out? There's going to be the Dream Call. And No Fear goes down to G. Flow caught in the towers now. The right clicks as well as the tower damage is going to be enough. And G secures the double kill. DD, it's 11-3. DD not as dominant as they were last match. 10 minutes in. Sand King, 4 points in the Burrow Strike with the blink, takes down the Gyrocopter, and there's going to be the Courier as well. Sand King, is he going to try for this? Even taking damage from the towers, just backs himself up, tries to split the wave with the creeps chasing. And there's going to be the blink away. But G has the Veil now, looking towards that blink dagger. So the tier 1 has fallen on this bottom lane. Enchantress moves into the mid lane. Nature's Prophet pushes his top lane with really no one defending. As it looks like the smoke gun coming out from Silent and Slayer.
Dire are scanning.
21. The scan, did it just spot the ward? Spots out 21, definitely. As the push comes out now, Afterlife pushing in with the Gyrocopter.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's
And it looks like they're going to try and go for the trade here. DD, but the puck is TPing back in to try and delay this. Tier 1 top for a tier 1 mid. Is it going to be happening? The charge comes through, puck. But the Ice Shards keeping Flow locked down pretty much, and Flow going to go down. Afterlife with the Nature's Wrath secures a double kill. And the push coming in now. The Gyrocopter as well as the Nature's Prophet going to be continuing pushing in.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Cooldown even being used to clean up the wave.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Sand King trying to pressure this out. TP's himself back. Afterlife being charged down. There's the the Sandstorm to try and clear up this creep waves as well as the Treants.
Dire's middle tower is under
And the
attack.
Treants now spot out No Fear. The Sprout isn't going to be enough, but Slayer with the Snowball and the Ice Shards as well. No Fear going to be taken down. Meanwhile, back in the mid lane, G trying to make a move. There's going to be the Glimpse, glimpsing 21 all the way back to his base.
Dire's
Not what you want to be
middle
seeing, the
tower has
orb.
fallen.
Quickly clearing off this wave in the mid lane. Pressure being applied once again by the
Dire's
Gyrocopter in the top
tower
lane.
is under attack.
Meanwhile, mid lane, there's going to be the Kinetic Field as well as the Static Storm. The Snowball's going to be coming in as well. Is it going to be a Walrus Punch? Ice Shards maybe to finish it off, and Slayer secures the kill in the mid lane. The charge is coming up, but No Fear needs to be careful. There is 3 heroes around. The Glimpse is going to be there as well. Just glimpses him back before he gets his ultimate off. Slayer gets out safely. Meanwhile, the bottom lane, Nature's Prophet with the Rod of Atos just rooting up flow. And it looks like the Gyrocopter wants to be moving down. Afterlife. Gyrocopter going to be able to pressure these lanes pretty quickly. The charge comes in onto Afterlife, stuns up the Gyrocopter as well. There's going to be the Rod of Atos, but the ultimate is going to be coming out the cooldown. Use TP out from No Fear. Sprout isn't going to be able to stop this, and the Glimpse from the TP glimpses him back into the lane. The Snowball as well as the Ice Shards. No Fear. There is a Chain Frost bouncing about. Gyrocopter is going to be going down. Slayer trying to TP himself away. Is there anything to stop this? It doesn't look like it is. No point in the Adaptive Strike just yet. Meanwhile, the chase is on. And Afterlife is going to be able to TP himself away. Sandstorm coming up from the Sand King. And it looks like they're probably trying to go for a... Are they going to shrine up and maybe push for this tier 1 tower on the bot lane? Poke with the Invis Rune. Going to be able to scout this out as well. So it's 16 to 5, 6k net worth going away of Vega. And the Burrow Strike does come through onto the Gyrocopter. The Sprout coming through there as well, though, with the Rocket Barrage. And the Rod of Atos. Oh, Sand King, you done goofed, man. You done goofed. So Vega looking really dominant this match.
Got it.
Looking so much better than the last match, with the Nature's Prophet again being able to throw out that global presence. The Spirit Breaker not being as effective as well. The push coming in from the Gyrocopter. Got himself the Heaven's Halberd as well. That's going to be great for dealing with either the Nature's, the Enchantress
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
or the Morphlin. The poke coming in, 3 heroes. Meanwhile, bottom lane. Nature's Prophet, the charge comes out, but it looks like he is going to be able to TP himself away in time. Gee, there's going to be the Dream Coil onto... just onto the Lich, it looks like. The cooldown's going to be there. They committed so much to kill off this Lich. Burrow Strike through, but there's going to be the Static Storm as well, the Waveform. G, he's going to be able to open himself up onto the high ground. Got nothing to get himself out. TP, is it going to be enough? Charge coming in, but it wasn't in time.
Dire's bottom tower has been
This Gyrocopter
denied.
needs to run himself away now. But it just means that Nature's Prophet TPs himself back up to the top lane. He's going to be able to put pressure onto this tier 2 tower on the top with the Treants.
Where's my pension?
Are they going to try and go for another fight? There's a Kinetic Field. The Epicenter looks like he was glimpsed back. No Fear throws out his ultimate Slayer. It looks like everybody on the side of DD is getting pretty low. The Snowball is going to be coming out. Gyrocopter's Burrow Strike does come through. Sand King going to be able to take down Gyrocopter Flow taken down as well. But the charge comes out once again. Maybe a misstep from Vega
Dire's top tower is under attack.
as they trade 2 heroes for the Sand King. One of those heroes being the Gyrocopter. The T2 tower goes down on the top lane.
Has fallen.
But Vega, T2 tower for you carrying one of your supports. Is it worth?
Wood.
G, moved himself up. Just got the Veil and the Blink, looking for the Lotus Orb. A little bit later on.
Dire's
Lincoln
middle
Sphere even,
tower
sorry, not
is under
Lotus Orb.
attack.
Just clears off the wave behind the tower and moves himself back. Protection is going to be there. And it looks like Vega, everybody apart from the Nature's Prophet, who can TP himself when he needs to. Just defending the tier 1 tower on the bot lane for now. Looks like Vega opting for Roche. They're just going to give away this tier 1 tower. With the Sand King being able to sandstorm the creeps so quickly. No defenses coming in, but just on 13 health. The Fortified comes out to waste a bit of time. Meanwhile in the mid lane, Enchantress taking a lot of harass there from the puck. But Roche getting pretty low. Vega, it's not the quickest Roshan in the world, but it is being done without interruption. The smoke coming out, is it going to be in time? But the Roshan has been taken down. G picks up the Aegis, and everybody on the side of DD just starts to back themselves up. Now the charge even glimpse, you see it, no fear, caught out in the kinetic field. The Rotobator toss as well as the ice shards over the top, and G picks the kill up with the orb. And that's no space cow for the next 22 seconds. Morphin picks up the adaptive strike now. I think he just used it on one of the ancients. As the push comes in on the mid lane, Ice Shard's going to be there to try and block the creep wave. Or maybe lock in a hero. Or maybe he threw them just for the hell of it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But this is the last tier 2 tower on the side of DD.
Dire's middle
Prophet going for the Orchid as well. Ice armor, but it's not going to make the tower last a lot longer.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And Perk pushing up the bottom lane. Nature's Prophet on the top. The Sand King is there, though they may run into each other. And the Sand King instantly blinks himself away to safety. Charge coming out. Silent, they know he's there. This ward spots him out, and Silent, this could be a big pickup. Silent. There's going to be the ult thrown out as well. Regis isn't going to throw out the Burrow Strike. He is. A Disruptor throws out the Static Sum as well as the Kinetic Field to try and buy him some time. But the Enchantress rotates through and kills him off. So Slayer Gyrocopter's still in the mid lane. Looking to just push it out. Meanwhile, the bottom lane, it looks like they're going to try and make a go on Morphlin. As Puck, just getting cheeky, showing himself.
Illusion.
The waveform comes through. LeBron is spotted up. There's going to be a Dream Call committed just for LeBron. There's going to be even the homing missile. The charge cancelled. Morphlin was there, but they didn't want to try and go for this, even though it was just 2 heroes. The Ice Shards blocks the waveform out from 21. And Slayer just getting cocky. Prophet TPing himself in as well. It looks like they want to go for this. The Atos brings the Lincoln Sphere, but there's going to be the snowball coming in. The charge is going to come through. He's going to hit onto Slayer as well, but 21 getting pretty low, even with them off. Just gets himself out to his replica. Top lane is going to be pushed in, taken down by the Enchantress as well as the Sand King. So just trying to show that they do have a bit of push left in them, DD. Bottom lane. Gyrocopter with the Aegis, Yasha. There's going to be the Chain Frost bouncing about, but the split comes out and Gyrocopter able to just hold that to 1 bounce. The split push comes out. Shrimp Protector trying to put pressure on the top lane.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
As the mid lane charge. DD maybe looking for a fight. Slayer going to be right click down, no fear, not cancelling this out. The snowball though going to be in time, and there's going to be the Rotobator over the top as well. There's going to be homing missile, and no fear. May have no fear, but now he has no life. So DD pinned into the high ground. Aegis still available on the Gyrocopter. Sanjin Yasha on the Gyrocopter. Rotobator breaks the Lincoln Sphere. Do they have the stun? The Sprout's going to be there as well as the Static Storm. Kinetic Field. Is it going to be enough? With the Sand King coming in with the Burrow Strike, not channeling the Epicenter just yet. Just choosing to burrow and then Sandstorm. Afterlife. 4 times killing streak taken out. Silent taken down by No Fear as well. So getting a bit of revenge. Snowball's going to be there. There's the Dream Call over the top as well. They're going to be able to take this down. Aegis is popped. Sand King trying to get himself away. The Uncharge is taking him down, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Aegis brings himself back. LeBron getting pretty low. Bez is trying to chase him down. The cooldown's going to be there as well. Is it going to be enough to finish him off? As G blinks himself into the trees. No Fear Homing missile there. Sanking coming in from behind. Got himself enough mana. The courier though being spotted out. Is it? Epicenter being channeled. G just gets the silence off beforehand. And I think that was going to be the second maybe epicenter that we see the entire match. Cancelled off by the puck. With those quick fingers. Homing missile coming out. Gyrocopter being chased down. The haze drone onto the Sanking as well. He may be able to find a kill onto the Gyrocopter. The TP coming in from the Nature's Prophet. The charge is going to be there. Sandstorm trying to do whatever damage he can. Atos just keeps the Spirit Breaker in place. No fear taking a lot of damage from the waveform as well. A couple more right clicks even with the Adaptive Strike takes him down. So the trade goes. They pick up the Gyrocopter, 7k net worth. The glimpse is going to be there with the snowball over the top. Atos keeping No Fear in place. Walrus Punch, is it going to be enough? No Fear just gets himself safely out. Afterlife taken down by Flow. And Vega secures No Fear. Nature's Wrath again, once again over the top. The bonus strike, is it going to be there? Not with the Static Storm. Kinetic Field could be used, but not before he's taken down. So a bit of back and forth. Slayer caught out in no man's land now. There's the Adaptive Strike as well. Snowball trying to keep him alive for as long as possible. Meanwhile, Puck on the top lane doing a bit of pushing. Snowballing back. The waveform for the 21. The bonus strike comes through as well. And Slayer taken down by 21, securing the kill. Even taking down the Sigil. Sanking TP'd himself back to base. Getting pretty low. Couldn't risk anybody TP'ing in to look for the kill. So 6k net worth, 24 to 15. And DD taking a few kills, which he desperately needed to try and get themselves back into this match. Invis being pinged out by the Gyrocopter. Puck gonna be picking it up though.
Invisibility.
So G moved himself up to the top lane, but there is 21. No Fear was about as well, and G just moves himself into the trees. Just for a bit of safety, not TP'ing himself out just yet, blinks himself back further. And now goes for the TP. Yep, better safe than sorry mid lane. It looks like they just take down the Enchantress's creep. And meanwhile, the Sanking pushing down the bottom lane. TP's coming in, the Sprout, the Dust is used as well. Can he see it? The Sprout just doesn't catch out the Sand King. And G wants to make a move, wants to carry on chasing this, doesn't have the blink for the next 2 seconds, and it looks like with the burst strikes as well as the blink, Sand King is going to be able to get himself away. Homing missile, but the blink's just carrying on going further and further. Okay, so 21. Just trying to look for his farm. He's got himself the Yasha, got himself the Lincoln Sphere as well. Going for that Manta style. Before even thinking about going for something like the Earthblade, it looks like the charge comes through. Gyrocopter being caught out on his lonesome. There is a disruptor nearby, but is it going to be there in time? As the Butter strikes the charges, there's going to be the glimpse back. So Sanking taken back, the cooldown being used as well. Storm connect field, keeping the Lich busy. There's going to be the Dream Call as well, but G puts himself in a bit of a bad position as everybody looks to move down. Oh, Slayer with the snowball behind. May even find a couple of kills. No Fear, get him pretty low, take him down. The Burst Strike does come through, so it is a 2 for 2.
2 down.
And Slayer creating time for the rest of his team to get away. Takes down the Lich as well as the Spirit Breaker. But DD starting to claw this net worth back. It is only a 5k net worth lead now, 17 to 26 in terms of kills. No tier 3 towers have fallen. Morphing getting up there in levels as well. Puck blinks himself in, just throws out the silence as well as the orb, but this could put him in a bit of trouble. Kinetic Field, maybe it was used to bait the Sand King forward. Is there anything to reveal him? Sentry Ward is there. Sand King trying to run himself away. Gyrocopter with a TP in. Sand King, the tier 2 tower was taken down. Burst Strike, he's just trying to buy as much time as possible. It looks like survive maybe even with the dodge from the Sandstorm. And Sand King may even live. The TP, is it going to be enough? No, the Dream Call cancels it. And Sand King with the silence over the top. Sandstorm going to be cancelled. And Slayer with the Ice Shard secures the kill.
A prize. Silence.
So top lane. The tier 3 towers being protected. Afterlife trying to push him what he can. Looks like he was going to go for a courier snipe there, but just thinks better of it at the last second. So, Slayer
Radiant's bottom tower
going towards the blink dagger of his own. Gyrocopter, what's he got on himself? He's got Sanjin Yasha as well as the halberd. Going towards the BKB now. Morphlin just picked up the Manta style. Enchantress, Hurricane Pike. Going for the BKB and then looks like a Monkey King bear.
My waters rise.
Charge on the bottom lane, but the Nature's Prophet is already there. Roshan being pinged out. It does come up in the next 10 seconds in the sigil. Looks like they're going to try and spot this out and firm it up under the noses of DD. Oh, Slayer caught out. Burrow Strike, Waveform, everything committed, even the Frost Blast to secure that kill. And Roshan is back up now. The train spots it out, but DD moved themselves in. Are they going to contest this? They don't have a buyback on the Tusk, and he's down for the next 40 seconds. So this could be a free Roshan going the way of DD. And this could be where the tide starts to turn the veil. Just being used, the orb is there. And Gyrocopter protecting the high ground, but it looks like they're just going to carry on going for the Roshan. He is pretty low, sitting on about half his health. Can Vega just delay this until the Tusk's back up? Call down. Going to come over the top. The static storm of the kinetic field. Is it going to be enough to take down the Morphin? May even take down the Barrow as well. No fear. Trying to get himself out. The epicenter is going to be coming through. The Frostblast is going to be there as well. Bouncing around between the Roshan and the two heroes. Vega, secure 2 kills.
Dire's structures
And
are
G
fortified.
looks for the TP.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, it looks like Nature's Prophet with the distraction trying to push this in, and Sanking being taken out. G secures that kill.
Will you not rise in my presence?
A Flow trapped in the trees.
Dire's
The
bottom
trees going to be
barracks are
doing
under
work on
attack.
this bottom racks. G just had himself out, and the Nature's Prophet taking advantage of there only being one hero on the map. Lich does buy back, tries to defend this up. The silence comes out. The right clicks are going to be there as well. Afterlife is going to try and chase this down. Just looks to end this racks. At least the range racks.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Charge, but Afterlife TPing himself towards Roshan. Just looking to finish it off, and with the Orchid damage over the top as well, Silent coming in. Well, it looks like the rest of Vega TPing in to secure this Roshan. Should be up before DD can get down here to do anything about it.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
And there is a cheese. If anyone wants to pick up a cheese, just gives it to Slayer, that's fine.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
So the Nature's Wrath being committed to try and free up these lanes. Top lane can be pressured in. The Morphlin using his replica to try and clean this top wave up before it can push in too
Dire's
much.
top shrine is under attack.
Got it.
But
Dire's
DD
top
setting up for the
shrine
defense.
has fallen.
20 kills to 31, going the way of Vega. Bottom lane. There's going to be the silence. The Lincoln Sphere is broke as well. And Morphlin just TPs himself up to the top lane. The Puck. He's got the boots of travel. Build himself all the way up to that dig on 5.
Dire's bottom shrine is under attack.
So the Treants just put a little bit of pressure on the shrines. Sand King is there to help clean that up with the Sandstorm. Meanwhile, Silent does need to be careful, getting pretty close to the Dire base on his lonesome there.
Behold!
Puck got himself all 4 points in the Waning Rift, sitting at level 22. Let's take a look at his talents. Plus 10 spell amp on top of the
Dire's
veil.
bottom shrine is under attack.
Oh, are they going to try and go for this? Yeah, it looks like they're just going to try and take down this bottom shrine.
The seeds of fortune.
Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
So the shrine falls. The Aegis is still there. If Gyrocopter maybe wants to try and make a move with this. Vega could potentially look for another lane of racks. He is building towards that butterfly though. Maybe wants to buy that up before they go. And the replica just going to be thunderstruck down. The Manta style even, it looks like. No ward spotted out on top of that with the kinetic field being used. Again, the lanes are pushing in, which means DD does need to be on pretty much every lane at once, trying to push these lanes back out. Just looking for the defense. They have a decent amount of wave clear with the Sandstorm as well as the waveform. Enchantress being there, being able to take up one of the creeps. But Vega, 15k net worth lead, just sitting back for now. So if we take a look at the items, it's not what I wanted to do. Let's take a look at the items, shall we? We're seeing G just stacking up the Dagons, looking for that. It is only a level 1 Dagon as of yet. Gyrocopter looking, got himself the BKB, looking towards the butterfly like I say. Slayer got himself the Solar Crest as well as the Blink Dagger. Urn as well, used to do a little bit more tick damage. Silent got himself the Glimmer Cave, looking towards the Aghanim Scepter and Afterlife. Gonna go towards the... Is that gonna be a Shiva's Guard? Or a Sheepstick, it looks like.
Surprise!
But they're just choking out DD. Just keeping them on the high ground, making sure that they have to share the farm, what little farm they can get.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Top lane, Morphlin just keeping himself up, trying to defend this push. Remember, the Rax has gone down, the range Rax, so this is going to push in ever so slightly faster than just normal creeps. Afterlife secures the Sheepstick now as well. Gyrocopter, the cooldown, just to clean up the wave. It is only on a 35-second cooldown, so it's not the most expensive spell to use. And Vega look like they're just content to sit back, farm up the next items, and just wait this out. Roche has been, the Aegis has been reclaimed. No fear, there is going to be a homing missile coming out on him. The Dagon as well as the amplified damage. The homing missile is going to be there as well. G secures that up. No buyback for the next 46 seconds. And DD just called a well played. Oh, they call it in, yeah, they call in the well played to the charge, okay. So just BMing each other. Static Storm's going to be the Silent with the Glimmer Cave, going to be able to keep himself alive. There's going to be the BKB pops. 421, he does find Silent. There's going to be Walrus Punches there as well. Atos secures the kill onto the Sand King of Flow, trying to run himself away with these Nature's Attendants, healing himself up. 21 waveforms himself back up to the high ground. G got himself now the level 3 Dagon. Close to getting the level 5. Already got one up in his stash.
Silence.
So he's just going to buy that out now. Not safe for his buyback. Look at the net worth. 3 heroes on the side of Vega. Just sitting right above everybody else.
Got it.
Silence.
So Gyrocopter does have the butterfly now. Roshan not back up for at least another minute and 25. And this ward spots out the roam. The pings are going to be there as well. Vega, are they going to try and make a move on this? The Boots of Travel are up on the puck. Yeah, just Boots of Travels himself as close as possible into this lane. And Prophet looking for the push on the bottom there as well. Just trying to get as much out of these distractions as possible. The group up, the smoke is going to be there though. Vega trying to make something happen. And no fear. Is he going to be one that runs himself into the ward? Spotted out now. If they want to make a move on this, Sand King, Ice Shard's just going to be a bit short. So DD are still holding on. This game isn't over by any means. 22k net worth in favour of Vega. Yeah, okay. It's going to be hard, but it's not impossible. Gyrocopter just walks himself up to no fear, no fear. Going to be homing missile down, but Gyrocopter taking a bit of damage.
Nature attend us.
And if he gets caught out here, this could be a sticky situation for Vega, but he does get himself away. Safely back. Once again, you can see the wards starting to come out now. Trying to spot these pushes in, trying to spot whether you can find kills on the side of DD. But Roshan, just look at how quickly he melts.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
The Sun King just cliffs himself for now. The push is coming in. Gyrocopter. It looks like they want to try and maybe force a mid lane out. Jumbo's out by Slayer as well. And if 4 heroes on the side of Vega can hold the distraction, keep DD busy while Nature's Prophet pushes in this bottom lane, it could be at least 2 lanes of racks that go down. But once again, Vega just have to sit back, relax, farm themselves up. But this is giving time to get DD back into the game. Morphlin looking for the Skadi. About 1500 gold away from being able to buy that up if he just wants to buy out. Pushing down the bottom lane, has the wave form now available if he wants to use it to clear off this wave, which he does. And the push is coming in, he just replicates himself back and lets the creep wave push out, because these shard golems, you know, going to be able to do so much pushing.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
A prize.
But yeah, the Nature's Prophet looks like he's just rotating down to defend. Got himself 35 attack speed. Potentially looks for the remove of teleportation cooldown. So he can just bounce himself everywhere across the map when needs be.
Invisibility.
Meanwhile, DD gonna look for a smoke gank. They are grouping up. The sentry's dropped as well just to spot out any wards. And there's no smoke. Okay. So maybe just Roman as 5 to look for the D wards, but no wards available there, so the sentry ward gonna be wasted a tiny bit. The push still coming out. The caustic finale is gonna be able to do work as well as the sandstorm. So the Sand King gonna be able to push where needs be as long as he doesn't get caught out. Maybe looking for a bait from the Nature's Prophet with no fear sitting just behind. Trying to attempt Afterlife in there to look potentially for a kill.
Come!
3 heroes, Vega, just taking the time, a 25k net worth lead. That is... it's quite ridiculous. Prophet does have the Orchid as well as the Sheep Stick if he does get charged.
Gold for me.
And Vega now with the smoke. Are they going to try and make a move? There's the Lincoln Sphere pop now. The kinetic field as well as the Static Storm. The Dagons as well. G secures the kill. There is a buyback available on the poke on the
Dire's
Morphin
top
though.
barracks are under attack.
And the push just carries on coming in. Tier 3 tower under a lot of stress, and with now the flat cannon coming through, the burrow strike just misses the Gyrocopter Dagon. They take down the Enchantress, and the Sand King maybe close behind. There's going to be the Yules, the kinetic field as well to hold him in place. Morphin does buy back, TPs himself back in, the adaptive strike onto the Gyrocopter.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
And DD, the charge comes up onto the top, and the Atos gonna keep him with the glimpse. just controls the Spirit Breaker. Ice Shards pushing 21 back.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And Gyrocopter with the Aegis just carry on pushing this in. Looks like he's going to be able to take down the melee racks. Border Strike, it's not going to be enough. The charge comes through and he does have the Aegis. So the Aegis is going to be popped now. There's going to be the Snowball as well. Aegis, bring himself back up. Neo on the other side. Vega going to be able to find kills with G. Once again, throwing out that dig on the cooldown. He's going to use the waveform. Is going to be there as well. BKB. We're enough shortly. The Walrus Punch comes through and the GG is going to be called by No Fear. As Vega dominated this match. 43 minutes in. Secure the win. Taking the series to 1-all. So it is a best of 3. Vega taking the second game. We are going to be moving on to the third game pretty shortly, I do imagine. But for now, I've been Rob and Roll. I hope you've enjoyed the casting so far. I will be back with game 3 and I will see you shortly.